By now, we've all seen the viral Mason Margiela porcelain glass makeup trend that went crazy on social media earlier this year. Pat McGrath, a renowned British makeup artist and founder of Pat McGrath Labs, is the mastermind behind these looks. She's one of the most influential and innovative makeup artists in the world and has revolutionized the beauty industry with her creative vision, groundbreaking techniques, and iconic product line. But Pat McGrath's journey to beauty icon started a long time ago. Let's chat about it.
Yeah, I work with the twirl, and I've flown all over the world. Take cities on my tape and curls, the life of a SoCal girl. Yeah, I do what I like. Don't be mad, you ain't doing it right. Call me a celebrity.
Patricia Ann McGrath was born in East Midlands, England in 1965, the daughter of Jean McGrath, a single mother, devout Jehovah's Witness, and a dressmaker who emigrated from Jamaica to England. As a child, Pat admired her mother Jean's obsession with makeup and fashion. Jean started taking Pat shopping for makeup at 6 years old, and by 7 years old, she had a large collection of makeup of her own. Her mother didn't let the lack of makeup for Black women, especially dark skin, stop her from buying products and getting glammed up every single day. Pat says one of her childhood heroes was the Avon lady, crediting her as the first makeup artist and businesswoman she ever laid eyes on. That's when she realized that the world of beauty is where she wanted to be. She pursued a degree in fashion and attended Northampton College, where she took art courses for a year. While at university, Pat got heavily involved in the London nightclub scene, where she formed relationships with people connected to the fashion industry. She had no formal training as a makeup artist and is 100% self-taught. As a teenager and young adult in the 80s, Pat's makeup was influenced by the rebellious punk style, a style that she would continue to draw inspiration from and reference throughout her career. She had never painted the face of anyone else but herself at the time, and the looks she did on herself was enough to catch the eye of a popular local DJ and presenter named Janice Long outside of a radio station. Janice pointed at Pat's face and said, "Will you do that on me?" This would be Pat's first real makeup gig. One night at the club, she met stylist and costume designer Kim Bowen, who asked her what she wanted to be professionally. When Pat responded, a makeup artist, she invited her to help out with some photo shoots for fashion magazines, and that's where Pat started her career in makeup. In 1990, through the club scene, she met Karen Wheeler, the lead vocalist of the Grammy Award-winning group Soul to Soul, and she invited Pat to be her makeup artist for their forthcoming Japanese tour. Pat eventually became the beauty director at ID and got her big break in 1993 when she did her first mainstream magazine cover for French Glamour with supermodel Amber Valletta. Amber admired Pat's work for the shoot and recommended her to legendary fashion photographer Steven Meisel. The pair began working closely together, and their working relationship led to a lot of designer collaborations. Pat became known for her colorful and avant-garde makeup, using things like feathers, plastic, mud, and pearls in her looks. Her mission was to help change beauty ideals to be more inclusive and diverse. And she was now working with designers such as Jill Sander, Prada, Armani, and John Galliano. In 1999, she developed makeup for Giorgio Armani's line of beauty products and became Global Beauty Creative Design Director for Procter & Gamble.
We're doing Versailles, his pictures, Nighttime of Paris, and obviously now they're in colour. And we've got Kiki de Montparnasse, Madame Bijou, Streetwalkers, Otto Dix, and then Pigalle after the party.
Aside from these business positions, Pat continued to curate makeup for fashion magazines and shows for the most prestigious luxury brands and designers. Over the course of 25 years, she would go on to work with more than 500 magazine covers and paint the faces of about 200,000 individuals for over 3,000 shows. She quickly became the most influential, sought-after, and awarded makeup artist in the world. Queen Elizabeth herself invited Pat to Buckingham Palace to receive an MBE for her services to the fashion and beauty industry. And in 2020, the Queen made her the first makeup artist to be awarded Dame of the British Empire. For years, people wondered if Pat would ever develop her own beauty line. In 2013, she expressed her interest in a makeup line in a Women's Wear Daily Beauty issue, but said she was way too busy at the moment. 2 years later, and Pat was in a makeup lab when she formulated simulated a molten gold pigment. She used it on the lips of models walking in the Prada show that September, and it completely stole the show. This is the product that kicked off her beauty line. In October 2015, Pat McGrath Labs officially launched with the multi-use metal foil kit called Gold 1, with the limited amount of only 1,000 kits manufactured. All supplies sold out within minutes. Pat went on to roll out more innovative multi-use products inspired by the 80s disco and nightclub scene. Since launching Pat McGrath Labs, she's introduced more beauty products like blushes, lipsticks, concealer, eyeshadow, and foundation.
So on the lid is literally vermilion one on the lips and the blood wine glitter. But usually we call this the everything kit. And here we have it. Sparkling lips.
Eurazeo Brands invested $60 million in the brand in 2018, and within 3 years of its launch, Pat McGrath Labs became valued at $1 billion. Pat McGrath, now the British Vogue editor-at-large, continues to curate looks for over 80 major fashion shows a year, with an army of over 50 makeup artist assistants for shows, and is still growing her brand. She is referred to as Mother because people respect her as a mentor and fashion beauty legend.
I dedicate this award to my mother and every single one of you in this room and future generations of the fashion obsessed. Remember, with persistence, hard work, and a whole lot of fantasy, anything is possible. Thank you, I love you.
Her journey from a young girl experimenting with makeup alongside her mother to becoming a global beauty icon is a story of passion and groundbreaking innovation. Her contributions have forever changed the landscape of fashion and beauty, making her a true trailblazer and an enduring inspiration. We'll chat next time on Cyber Chat with Crystal Alejandro, only on KeyTV.